What's going on, guys? Andrew Reed here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. And just rolling out of bed at 10 a.m. on a Saturday because I have no plans today and it's beautiful. Tell me how my hair is perfectly coiffed. I don't know. But do you guys remember a long time ago in a galaxy far away when I was in Kansas City and I got a new skateboard? Had one video where I skated a little bit, but I only got a new deck and some new bearings. Didn't get any new trucks or wheels, which frankly I desperately need. Well, guess what? We have remedied that, and that's not even the point of this video, but I want to show it to you guys because 14-year-old me is just screaming inside. So let's put it together. Board, got some old ass Tensor trucks and some green wheels because at the time Bobby Warris was a really popular skater and he had blue wheels, and I couldn't find any blue wheels, so I did have some blue wheels, but then I think I traded them for these green wheels. I don't know, it's been like 10 years. Anyway, we are going to do the damn thing. You know what, let's go and get the trucks off, or the wheels off before I do anything else. How do I open this motherfucker? Oh, it's screwed in. If you guys couldn't tell, I was not prepared to do this video, so we're just gonna strip these fucking bolts because I don't care. Okay, even the wheels are gonna take forever, so let's just check back in whenever I got the trucks off. So fun fact, guys, there was a tool back in the day that I'm sure still exists. When we were children, I got one. I didn't get one initially. It's called the T-tool. I'm sure it has a name. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But it was actually created for the specific purpose of putting together and taking apart skateboards and doing so without stripping the hardware while you're doing it, which is what I'm probably going to be doing right now by using this pair of pliers and a screwdriver. When I first started skating, I just got the basics, you know, because my parents weren't super stoked about it, and, you know, I didn't really fucking know anything about it, so before I got super into skating, this is how I put boards together and took boards apart. And then my dad realized that I really liked it. He got me the tools that I needed because my dad is a stand-up guy. This is incredibly tedious, doing it this way. The T-tool provides a little bit more functionality, but that is alright. Look at those trucks, man, look at that. You see all the scratches there? That's proof that I knew how to grind, okay? And not just 24/7 around the clock securing the bag as an adult, you know? I knew how to... Alright, that's a stupid joke. And there they are, in all their glory. Decade-old skateboard parts. Let's get a look at these new guys. The only bag I was trying to secure when I was 13 years old. Alright, and I fucked up my tripod stance, but whatever. Some Thunder trucks, baby! What were these, Tensors? Tensors, which I liked, with these Thunder ones. Look how clean, dude! Look how clean! New bolts and everything. And of course, we got some basic wheels. I was told this is one of the standards. I was a big fan of Spitfire wheels as a child, but I'm not trying to break the bank on a sport that I'm going to participate in probably twice over the next couple of months because it is now freezing cold, and it was not freezing cold when I bought this deck, but that's okay. We're still gonna make time for it. When it's not snowy and crisp out, we're still gonna go skate. So let's throw these bad boys on. Let's do the wheels first. Oh, they feel so good in my hands. Okay, so let's pop bearings in. Okay, we get them most of the way in there. Nice. Oh, I got bearing grease all over my hands, that's awesome. And then, fun trick we did as kids, because we were stupid, kind of beat your bearings in there, you know? I can tell it's a little wobbly, so it's not completely flat. And then we repeat the process for the next 4. Okay, after making a far bigger mess than I needed to, now we've got our trucks and our wheels on, and they are just a spinning, and that's what they're supposed to do. So we're gonna go ahead and get these guys on here. Did they give me new truck hardware? They did not. You have to buy that separately because capitalism, but that's okay because our old shit is gonna work just fine. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, in all of her glory with the form wheels, with the Thunder trucks. Look at that cool little, you guys can see it, there's a little like lightning bolt there, which doesn't make any sense because they're called Thunder, not lightning, but that doesn't matter because it looks cool. Sick grip tape, sick thank you board with the french fries and the pizza and the waffles and the donuts and all that shit. I'm excited to go skate this. And you're probably wondering, Andrew, why don't you hop out there right now, try it out, show us some sick tricks, and I will tell you what, guys, no. I'm really hungry, gotta charge my camera, and I need caffeine, and we've got a lot to talk about, but soon. Now, you season your eggs Got everything? Yeah, okay. We'll do a little bit of shallot. Get that all over the table. Some pepperoni. Oh, put that on the grocery list. Some everything bagel seasoning. And I'm just very excited to eat this breakfast. So we're gonna chow down and we're gonna chat as well. Bacon got a little too done, but that's all right, it's bacon, it's good. Because we've got some things to talk about. Eggs are phenomenal, like always. And then some basic bitch, pumpkin spice bagel. So good. So good. What? What the fuck just happened? So I want to talk about mental health really quickly. I don't even know if you guys, my camera's like. So a couple weeks ago, I had the most severe panic attack of my life. It happened around 11 p.m. and I didn't get to bed until 4:30 in the morning. And the next 2 weeks were absolutely hell. I would say the panic attack was like, I don't want to say mostly, but a lot of it was caused by my own personal anxiety. But I had a really bad squat session. Like the last 2 squat sessions, I haven't squatted in like over a month at least. Closer to, yeah, probably a month now. The last 2 squat sessions over the last couple of months have been horrible. Like I can't even get the bar to sit properly on my neck without having like pain. And I haven't felt this kind of pain since I learned how to squat when I was like 17. But the last squat session, I was feeling a lot better. And it was like some discomfort, but not pain. I figured it was just like carryover discomfort from the session beforehand. And I hit a set at 225, just did a single, and I felt like searing pain on my neck and my shoulder. It was just horrible. I couldn't get my shoulders in a good position under the bar. I'm gonna sneeze here in a second. I just couldn't get the bar to sit properly and comfortably, and my camera is still tilted. I couldn't figure my shit out. So I hit that set at 225 just for a single, and I was like, nope, no thanks. That hurt a lot, I'm done. And so I went home. Went about my night as normal, took a shower before bed, and went to pop my shoulder like I normally do. See if I can get the pop now. Just like that, and I'm not doing it as much now because of all this, but I went to just pop it like that to provide some comfort, relieve some pressure, whatever, and it didn't pop, and it felt like it moved, like drastically. Like I thought my shoulder was like borderline dislocated again, so my anxiety kicked in, and that caused, like talking about it, I have the same feeling, so I have to wrap this up pretty quickly, but that caused the panic attack to last about 6 hours, and then the next 2 weeks I didn't train at all. I was incredibly depressed. Like I'm talking to the point where I didn't want to like self-harm or anything, but I would tell Cassie things like, you know, if I don't see you tomorrow, I love you. Like if I don't make it through the night, I love you. She's like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't explain it, but I had this feeling that for some reason I just wasn't gonna make it. And I was like going back and forth between like bawling my eyes out over I don't even know what, like just not feeling okay, just not feeling good. Like the world was gray and nothing sounded fun. I wasn't eating for like almost days at a time. Like I would go until dinner without eating, and knowing me, the gluttonous turd that I am, that's absurd for me to not eat at all. Yeah, I was in a pretty dark place for a couple of weeks. One thing that kind of like helped me, not only seeing my physical therapist, Dr. Mitch Hammock, I've talked about him in a couple of videos before this. The dude has really helped get both my shoulders and my mobility overall back in check. And then my chiropractors, I saw him as well in my primary, you know. I've seen 3 professionals now over the course of 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and they all told me that like, hey man, it's probably just a little tight, like just chill out, you know? If it hurts, don't do it, which sounds like an obvious rule, but it's something that we don't think about in the moment. But all of that and Cassie really being the rock in my life, my rock. Without her, I really don't think I would have made it through alive, and I genuinely believe that. So, babe, thank you. I realized that fitness is such a big part of my life, and I've known that for a long time, but sometimes that's almost to a detriment. I was like, oh my god, I can't train, oh my god, like if I do train, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like I was stuck in this like paradoxical type loop of negative energy-based thoughts, and I had to like teach myself that like, dude, you're young. You are in your mid-20s. I'm now 26 years old, and I've barely scratched the surface of my fitness life that started 8 years ago. That's 8 years out of the like 80 or 90 I may live is fucking nothing, dude. And like true training is a fraction of those 8 years, like actually knowing what I'm doing. I've got so much time ahead of me. I have so much time to be big or strong or jacked or ripped or whatever. Like, I just need to figure out what is going to keep me healthy in the now. And I think what's doing that is realizing that fitness is a part of my life, not the other way around, and realizing that I have more areas of positive mental health to lean on than the gym alone or than nutrition alone. And also, I've been like healing this relationship I've had with food that has been pretty negative since I began my fitness journey when I was like 16 or 7. No, it sounds like a cliche, fitness journey, whatever. But whenever I was 16 and super overweight, I was like, hey, let's not do that anymore. So since I started doing that, my relationship with food has been negative, really. It's been restrictive. And then all that restrictive eating over time, it leads to binge eating. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling. I had a couple points to get across, but the main ones I wanted to talk about right now are the fact that I had the worst couple of weeks of my life, and for right now, I don't know if this is going to be like a #1 like fitness type channel. It'll definitely be more vlog-like. Still want to have some content with you, still going to share my fitness content with you, as that has drastically changed for the time being anyway. We can talk about that later. But I just want to share my health overall with you guys. Like, there are so many ways to progress and to continue pursuing health and fitness, if you will, whether that be anything physical or mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever. Like, there are different levels of fitness that I have barely even scratched the surface of, and I look forward to sharing that journey with you guys. So with all that being said, I'm working on me. I'm doing what is best for me. I'm doing what feels good to me. Yes, I'm still training. I'm not powerlifting right now. I'm not chasing a specific size or strength goal or aesthetic goal or really anything like that. The fact that I get to train is the opportunity, is the positive in and of itself. The fact that I have the ability to go to the gym and train anything at all with little to no pain, or little to no discomfort, or hell, even with some discomfort, the fact that I'm able to do that, the fact that I'm able to move is an opportunity, is a gift in and of itself. So I'm focusing on that, and I'm taking it and running with it. And honestly, I think that has done wonders for my mental health, on top of the fact that I'm not weighing every piece of food out. I'm not counting every calorie. I'm not worried if I have an extra beer at dinner or whatever, like, or a piece of chocolate at lunch when someone brings in candy or brings in extra food or whatever. Camera died because I was talking too long. I got a bunch of footage to go through already. Sick. Long story short, a couple weeks ago, I genuinely thought I was gonna die, and here I am. So it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have problems. It's okay to be in a dark, dangerous, negative, scary spot in your life, because it's not permanent and you will make it through. And I guarantee you, I have food in my teeth. I just know it, dude. If you guys are cool with it, I think for the time being, I'm just gonna vlog what I do and just take you guys along for the ride. So let's put some cold bacon. Oh my God, there's this. Oh my God. That is not ideal. So a lot of what I've been doing in the gym since my shoulder flare-up is like 90% like prehab or rehab work, and then 10% working on movements that I wouldn't have otherwise felt comfortable doing with my shoulder flare-up, i.e. trying to get back into those normal routines and movements that I was used to prior to. Today's gonna be a little bit different. I've been kind of like doing more of like a full body approach with really kind of light percentage work on each movement and not really focusing on one thing over the other. Just kind of going as I feel day to day, what's sore versus what's not, what feels healthy versus what feels a little stiff or whatever. Kind of just listening to my body overall. Talk about that more tomorrow morning for sure. Today, I believe I've decided to do some high pulls, some light dumbbell bench press, because most pressing movements have been super uncomfortable, but made a lot of progress in the last couple of weeks, so excited to share that with you guys. High pulls, dumbbell bench, arms have been easy to do for the most part, so gonna hit some bicep work after that, and then we'll hit some legs. Legs are still kind of sore, but you know, I gotta hit something. So let's get into some prehab / rehab work. Prehab work completed, mostly just rotator cuff stability work, a little bit of mobility, a little bit of scap work as well, because those are the things that I need the most improvement on. At least that's what my PT tells me, so I trust him with everything I got because, you know, he's got the degree and I don't. Now we're gonna move into some high pulls, get the shoulder blades and back warmed up before we get into our pressing movements. so first of all, check out the fit, guys. Holy hell, look at that. Fucking
Dad mode.
swag. Okay, the gym was good. Workouts are different than normal, but that's okay, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. I found this thing on TikTok, and I haven't eaten after the gym, so this is gonna hit me like a train. This guy was like, this is how I got into drinking beer, and he put a pickle and a splash of pickle juice, and then he dumped a light beer over it. I love pickles, and I like beer. There's that. Just a little bit of... Excuse the mess, we got dinner rolling too. We're making steaks and old fashions tonight, but I figured what the hell, let's try this out. Just a hard pour. That is an interesting aroma, but we're just gonna give it a whirl. That is intriguing. That's actually really damn good. Best part about it, it's a beer with a snack. Steak and old fashioned tonight, and that's what the hell we're doing. So I haven't made an old fashioned since I was in college, so this is gonna be a little rough. We're just gonna chop up this here orange like an animal and just get that peel right there. That's all I really need. Yeah, not too shabby. Give me some cane sugar. Got a sugar cube. A bit of bourbon. Some bitters. Barely knowers. Get your rocks glass. I'm missing one thing. The cherries. Okay, perfect. So we're just gonna go in with a sugar cube here. Drop that bad boy in there. You need like a dash of water. I'm looking at a recipe because, like I said, it's been since college. So 3 dashes. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. One for good measure. Love that. What I do have, fat ass ice cubes. Oh yeah, that's the way to do that. Go 1.5 just for good measure here. I'm gonna take this and garnish the top of it. Shut up, microwave, I'm filming. And then you drop your orange peel in the side. Stir. That is a cocktail. Yes. And that is the finished product. Good God, that looks phenomenal. Austin Pirtle, visually speaking, you did not disappoint. Review coming right now. We're gonna watch a movie. There's no room in the apartment. I'm in the darkest corner. I'm giving our review right now so we can both get our food and it won't get cold. First of all, cooked to perfection. Damn, dude. Bro, that is a good steak. For $8 per pound, that's gotta get a 10 out of 10. I'm so juicy! We've done this several times now, where we go to our favorite coffee shop here in Pacific, and they're closed on Sundays. We forget until we go there, and then the train is in front of us, and then we're blocked, and we're like, you know what, fuck it, we'll do Eureka. So we went to La Finca Coffee, got a coffee that was a little bit more adventurous for me. I'm a black coffee, maybe a splash of oat milk kind of guy, not a big flavor guy in my coffee anyway, and I also don't know her. This clip is chaotic. This coffee is mediocre, even though I don't know her. But it's still getting the job done. And we've got some training things to talk about before we do that. We've staved off food for a long enough time, and cameraman is getting a little cranky. So we are gonna make some breakfast. Okay, Sunday means beer and rest for the last like 4 to 6 or 8. For a long fucking time, we've just been going, and as much as we love to do things and stay busy, I really needed this weekend to kind of chill and not do a damn thing. So yesterday was productive, today was, we went grocery shopping, but for the most part, the goal was to do nothing. So I'm gonna finish up this video and then do fuck all for the rest of the night. Very excited about it, but I wanna talk a little bit about my training lately. Hefeweizen, nice pour. That is fantastic. You guys saw yesterday that I've kind of just been doing like a mishmash, hodgepodge, whatever phrase that rhymes that you want to use to describe putting a bunch of shit together that doesn't really go together for my workouts. Because I'm like trying to get my shoulder back to 100%, like sturdily, healthily, effectively, and stabilize it, strengthen it, condition it, all of that to make sure that I'll be moving pain-free for a long period of time. I'm taking it incredibly slowly. So like, I'm not barbell benching right now. I'm not doing any sort of powerlifting right now. Anything that would put additional strain on my shoulder without me feeling confident that it's at 100%, I'm not doing. So I'm doing kind of like, I don't want to call it full body because there are more like lower body, upper body focuses on each day, but unless I'm feeling incredibly sore on one specific part, I pretty much train everything. And what's cool about that is it has allowed me to not only be humbled by the idea of training and exercise in the first place, because I'm strong in some ways but not strong in others, so being able to be strong in every aspect in the gym is an interesting learning curve type of experience. So on top of that, this has allowed me to focus more on tempo and mind-muscle connection and time under tension and things that really have a lot of carryover to not only movement in general, and on top of that, I'm able to really focus on those specific exercises and really feel the muscle work, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of carryover to strength and hypertrophy as well. So looking forward to that. While this process is a little defeating in that I'm not doing everything that I want to do, there are so many movements and exercises out there, things that I've avoided just because they sound boring or they're not the style of training that I want to be doing. So that's exciting that there are obviously more movements out there that I can do and still train body parts that I want to train that I can't train with the movements that I used to do. It's exciting, but also it's like I'm learning more. I'm learning more about myself, learning more about the gym, learning more about my body, learning more about how the healing process. I'm just learning so much. So initially I saw this as a negative, and I saw this as a step backwards in my overall training, fitness journey, whatever. But frankly, it is a step in the right direction because I'm learning more. My mind is growing. I'm doing more exercises and focusing on different styles of training and focusing on different aspects of those styles of training. So overall, I think it's a really positive experience, and it just goes to show that your perspective really is your reality. And should I have chosen to see this as a negative, it would have felt like a negative, and the gym would have felt like a chore. And frankly, I was already feeling like a chore before I hurt my shoulder. So I'm having more fun in the gym. I see this as an opportunity for growth and development and improvement in all aspects. So far, so good. It's turning out that way. Now, I don't have the best days every day, but I am finding ways to make my worst days something and finding ways to capitalize on my best days and really make the most of them. So while this is a little, it's not ideal, right? While it's not ideal, it's not exactly what I want. I'm able to make something out of it regardless, and I think that really is the diamond in the rut, and that is what should be focused on in these situations. So if you are thrown a curveball and you just want to dodge it, avoid it, or if you're thrown for a loop in any aspect of your life and you're thinking, wow, this feels like shit, or oh, I can't do this, can't do that, or oh, I'm defeated, this is wrong, this is bad, whatever, I challenge you to look at it from a different angle. I challenge you to have a perspective, find a way to seize that as an opportunity rather than a pitfall. And the more you challenge yourself to do that, you're gonna find that your brain and your perspectives for other things start to alter and work in your favor rather than against you. And that is where we're gonna have another drink of this beer. Cheers. And end the video because your boy's been talking too long. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for doing so. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Helps your boy out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. I promise videos will be coming back more semi-regularly as I now have more time, as work is starting to slow down. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, I didn't just jinx myself. And we've got some cool stuff coming up for the fall, so I hope you guys are ready for it. Yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. There's my crotch.